Alright, so hello SpeedGaming.
Hello everyone. In this little runs of Lupus X Ice, me and Beaks will be commentating his run. So, like all beginnings, the space station Sirius, that little blue eerie place. So we'll take damage on relay because it's faster. But the main thing about 14% X Ice or low percent X Ice is that the reason why it's called X-Ice is because you will take X-Ray and Ice Beam as the items needed to complete the game, while taking the others normal items, except for one. There will also be a reserve thing taking itself one of the E-things. And the reason why we need X-Ray is because of Dragon's Room, which make it for a very interesting category. And a very interesting fight also.
So, first 5 minutes of the run is always the same. Well, really more like first 7 minutes. The run changes once you get to the early super room. But yeah, if y'all saw Slotus' any percent run yesterday, and Hundo run, it's exactly the same as that in the beginning. No thanks, Toasty. Yeah, thanks everyone. How is everyone in SpeedGaming chat doing right now? Hope y'all are doing well.
So now we enter the little planet Zebes. Why I say little? Because in Super Metroid the gravity is pretty floaty. In Zero Mission though it is a big planet because the gravity is very huge. So the beginning is pretty much the same. We will go down, get the morph ball, get the first missiles, BT, no BDC because not passed sadly.
I
And
don't
then
think I can fix that,
some
John.
difference there after that.
So yeah, first item is Morph Ball. So I'm just trying to get the stream completely set up right now.
I'm sorry, MST, if I don't speak your kind of bad English, because I don't speak American English. I speak proper bad French English. So as you can see, the run's pretty much the same at the beginning for basically every category, taking the missiles, taking morph ball, going up again to go take bombs to fight and fight BT. But once in Brainstar, there will be a little difference on the other low percent, and they will be taking the reserve there. Also, this run will be due with the bus order of KPTR. I know I've tried Beeps to do PKDR, but no way that he won't do it. And I hope he won't do it because we need to keep it marathon friendly.
Well, as marathon friendly as this can get. So
Yeah.
I saw a question in chat, estimate is 2 hours. Is that accurate? That is somewhat accurate. So I can be really underestimate, but I gave myself a lot of time to work with here because This run is the best way to describe it is volatile.
Oh yeah. You can be very much under, like you can be very much over also. It's all depend of three things: dragons, relay, and mother brain.
Effective game audio.
Yes, this is vanilla Super Metroid.
Alright, looks like I have my stream completely set up. Now I can actually focus on chat. There we go. Yeah.
So it is one of the obscure low person category we can say. So it's not something you will normally see, but it's still vanilla though. So. And we see Biggs with his perfect ults and skills.
I got Scudo Friday drops there. That's actually more and less intentional, John. Except I kind of missed. But if you miss, you're still able to get the shot on a waiver afterward. So that strat always works. It's like, if I got the drop, I would have still exited a room with 5 missiles. Except I got the rare 1 out of 51 drop. So,
yeah.
What can you do sometimes?
And yes, low percent, no out of bound and no memory corruption it's 14%. So it's not 15, it's 14%. But 50% is the low percent for glitchless though.
Yeah.
There are some theoretical 13% for humans, but no one did it yet because no one want to do it.
And that's strange, the deboost didn't work there. That deboost, I never failed a deboost, so marathon luck.
And yes, that's more than 7 type of 14%.
Yeah, there are 13 humanly done low percents.
And as you can see, that's the first difference between the more standard 14% round, taking that reserve tank.
Ah, missed the reverse mock ball, so I'm gonna have to go back around. Not too much of a time loss, it just loses some health.
Yeah, and compared also that reserve compared to others, 14%. Even those who use that reserve like in the ice boots for more safety, this one is not just for safety, it's also because it is faster because we are getting X-ray. And we will do very cool tricks later on. I won't tell it right now.
Yeah, so let's just say the reserve tank is actually faster than an E-tank. Low percent glitchless. This one is anything but glitchless, so...
Oh yeah, it's very far from glitchless. But it's still inbound and still no memory corruption.
Yeah.
But as far as glitch, let's say it's far from glitchless.
It's no major glitches, to put it one way.
Yeah.
Some people will argue that it isn't no major glitches, but I will argue that it is.
I will continue to argue also that it is no major glitch. The thing, Justin, really, the difference within ice, which I call 14% gravity ice, is that you get gravity instead of X-ray. That's the difference between grav ice and X ice. The reason why I still call low percent ice is because it was one of the low percent you were able to do without any of those other fancy shenanigans with the speed booster.
Yeah, it was one of the first low percents discovered.
I think the first was speed booster.
Yeah, I mean, I think speed was the first one discovered because you're intended to get. So fun thing, I'm pretty sure the way low percent was originally discovered was like they used a blue suit from Dragon to do Zeb skip, and then they were like, wait a minute, you can do Zeb skip other ways.
I think also because Pierre Kitty was not found yet, so they needed a speed booster for mode.
Yeah.
And then when Pierre Kitty was found, I think now the low ice was done and found in a way.
I'm sure Edie would know for sure. I
Yeah,
don't.
Idio Freya Spirit, they both have very much a lot of knowledge about the game histories. So yeah, this one is you get one reserve instead of an E-tanks because it is faster, and you get X-ray instead of gravity. And not because it is faster, because you have to get X-ray for X-ice. But the reserve it is faster for X-ice though. And here we will see the kid with kill.
I thought you cursed it right there, John.
I kind of wanted to curse it and laugh at
You were trying to
be
curse
honest.
it, weren't you?
Yes, I did try to curse it.
Thanks.
I just wanted to laugh.
So Varia, regardless of low percent, is a required item because you need Varia to survive the Mother Brain Rainbow. Because without Varia, it deals 6 tanks, and with Varia, it deals 3 tanks. And no matter what, getting Varia here will save 2 tanks.
So making the percentage lower than taking 3 tanks total. So you're saving 2% by taking Varia, basically.
So, maybe... So I have 2 tanks, I need 3 to beat the game. I'm not going to pick up Kraid Tank, though. I'm going to be picking up another tank later. That's
this point the third E-tank is scripted, we can say it. You have to take that 30 tanks no matter what.
Yeah, the 30 tank is much harder to skip than it is to actually pick up, to put it one way.
Yeah. Exactly, Justin. Kraid is the master of dramatic entrance. He has learned a lot since Destroyed.
So now I'm going to pick up Ice, which is one of the required items. There's only a few more items left to pick up, so one of each ammo pack, X-ray, and an E. And that's it.
And now that's all for Norfair for the moment. We come here, take it, ice, and get out.
Yeah, because of the way this is routed, or at least the route that I'm doing, there is a faster route, but it's a lot harder, and I'm not going to be showing that off right now.
The faster route is really hard because you will have one less tank for the War Warfare.
Yeah. So Ridley is the last boss. We're literally only going back to Norfair to kill Ridley at the very end.
So now we will go up, we'll kill Fentu, and I think he will get X3 before Fentu.
After, because I don't have power bombs right now.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That's one of the things I don't like about this route, is that you have to go back down Red Tower to pick up X-ray.
That's why I much prefer PKDR. Even it's less marathon friendly than PKDR.
Yeah. So I think PKRD would be the fastest route, but it might... I'm not sure if Fantoon last or Ridley last would be better, but I feel like PKRD is the fastest, and Red Tower. Nice.
KRDP is the faster.
Wait, which one?
KRDP.
Ah, so that is faster?
Yep. Dragon after release faster and Fantoon less is faster for this kind of type of run.
Yeah, I'm the one running this right now as well. Yeah, I'm not French at all.
Oh really? You're not French? I will never have guessed you.
Thanks, Effie.
And MST showing his prowess in French. Talking about the Wii twice.
Phantoon should be pretty safe, considering I have area.
Yeah, with Vayasuit, Phantom will only deal 20 damage, so even if you're not in elf bound yet, you're still safe on one at least one to then become elf bound and be able to farm a lot of elf.
Also, Sephi, I'm in all my chats. It's a time for the best room in the game, the moat. And by best, I mean terrible room.
Nice swimming, dude, but it's not
Thanks.
here, you need to swim.
There we go.
That was way better. But yeah, Biggs just wanted to demonstrate the suitless America section with Moat and West Ascent. It's just not. It's not because he's bad at those segments here. It's just he wanted to do some demonstration.
Wait, are you talking about how I fell in the ocean right there?
Yes.
Ah! God.
I said nothing Biggs is bad. Is that better?
Sephi! Oh my. Sephi. Wait, give me a second. Alright. There we go. Across the moat.
I was expecting a third try, to be honest.
Oh, wow.
I mean, never two without three. That's a French saying, by the way.
I wouldn't know. Oh,
I know in English you say something else, but I don't remember what it is. So I will go with a translated version of the French saying.
Alright, there we go. Low percent is to make it harder. So any percent is the fastest route, but low percent is the fewest number of items. And this one is definitely not the fastest low percent, it's a harder low percent.
And as you can see, Phantom being Phantom, he did shoot a missile at the right place, but Phantom being a troll, it was like, nope, my flame taken instead of me.
And getting it trolley fast, because I had no missiles.
That's Phantom in a nutshell. At least the Phantom RNG is way better than Mecha Ridley in low percent for zero mission. I much prefer Phantom's RNG compared to Mecha Ridley.
Ah, well, that was a terrible Doppler attempt.
No, that was so good. 11 out of 10 you winning the wood tier prize.
There we go.
11 out of 10 wood tier.
Wood tier Phantom fight.
Yep.
Good drop, so. So I'm going to save in the top of Red Tower. I normally don't save there right now, but just in case something really terrible happens, I'm going to save. So I'm going to pick up my last super right here. Also, I just realized I'm probably showing my mouse to John again.
Shout out to me for what?
I'm probably showing my mouse for you again.
Yes, you are, and I really hate that.
Yeah. Hey, if it means anything, when you can see the mouse, I can see my mouse in my game feed too. I just don't care.
Me, I care a lot. And yes, like that, Red Ship is finished. We don't need Gravity Suit, because we're taking X-Ray instead.
Yeah. Also nice health.
Best elf ever. That's good tier elf.
That sound pretty good. Enjoy that, King.
Thank you, Justin, for this little demonstration of French, even if it means nothing at all.
I love chat.
Yeah, chat is the best.
So I'm gonna farm one of these cacks really quickly, just to make sure I have a good health. And save in here as well. Again, I normally don't save here, but for marathons, I would rather not die.
You normally don't save here for this moment. Normally you save here for something else.
I actually don't normally save there. Yeah, so you need 2 missiles, so you need ammo for Mother Brain, because it takes 18 projectiles minimum. In order to kill Mother Brain. So now with the next trick, early X-ray. So because I don't have a grapple or space jump, you have to go across here with D-boost. Like that.
Beeps is making it look like very, very easy, but it's not easy at all. The first, I will say the first D-boost and the last one the hardest. All the other ones with walking the spike are not that hard because you don't need to D-boost. You can just jump on the waiver and then walk in the destination, roll around, and then just jump the waiver to get the damage. But the first and the last D-boosts are the hardest, and they're not very easy.
So I went up to kill Fantoon so I can get the extra ammo packs. Because otherwise, you have to take the ammo in... What's that room called? Oh, I need to be careful with my health.
Anyway, you need to drain that reserve.
I'm gonna play that safe, actually. There we go. So exactly 4 in reserve. That's important for later, you'll see.
Yep.
Yeah. I go up to kill Fantoon because we have to kill him at some point, and Fantoon guards 2 ammo packs. The Moat Missile, which is actually required to get unless you're really good at the game, which I'm not. And also there's a Super Pack there, which is really convenient and sure beats Spore Spawn Super. So I just go up there now.
We replaced X3 replaced Gravity Suit, Iago.
So I'm gonna make one more save here. And this is the part where I would normally save for a marathon. So I'm gonna be doing a trick called G mode. So basically you need to have 4 or less in reserve to do this. And I'm going to use X-ray and a reserve tank. So I'm gonna get damage through the door transition and then release X-ray as the reserves are filling up, and I will be in a state called G mode. And basically when you're in G mode, the gate up there won't actually spawn.
Yeah, because you will be in direct G mode.
So the gate will spawn after I release G mode, so you'll be able to see that in just a bit. And that yeah.
Yeah, the reason why we use that 0 in the save room, it's like Beep said, is because if you use any other enemies to get in this room, the gate already spawned. so you can go into it. But since we do it in the other rooms, when we enter that room, the gates not spawn yet because we are already in G mode and we're entering the room.
So I use a visual cue to set up this. Let me do this real quick. I got R mode. Unfortunate. Marathon
I
luck.
thought you were good with G mode too.
I thought so too. But nah, I got R mode.
Yeah.
So I have to redo that. That is exactly why I saved here.
R mode for retreat redo mode. Because when you get R mode, you need to redo, so that's why it's R mode.
Yeah, so basically that is a 4-frame trick, which isn't actually too bad, but it is only 4 frames. Which is a 15th of a second in order to release B, or dash in my case. Let's see if I can get it this time. That's the setup. That was too early.
It's rare that we release too early. Normally we get R mode instead of G mode, instead of normal mode.
I normally don't mess this up all that much. Of course, this happens in the marathon.
EC normally don't mess it up. You should see that in practice.
Yeah, I usually get this in practice.
Keyword usually, which means not always.
I don't remember last time I messed up this G mode, okay, John? At least this particular one. Got me some slack here. Yeah, this is part of the reason why the estimate is super high. Gives myself a good amount of time to mess this up right here. Also, shoutouts to Health Beep getting rid of the door sound.
And yes, Elise just said that this tray is not required, but it do save a lot of time if you get it first try. And Main Street in XI's because you don't have item boot is really cancerous to do. It's very hard and it's very troublesome. You want to skip it when you can.
Oh wow, I keep doing it. That. Yeah, so this is a 4-frame trick right now.
4-frame tricks mean the 4th time, man.
Ah man, this never happens. And this is the slowest G mode setup that we can do.
So yeah, it is a 4-frame tricks at maximum Iris. Because he has 4 health in his reserve.
So you can have as few as 1 frame to do this if you have 1 in reserve. And well, frame perfect G mode is awful. I don't want to do that. Same as this car alarm is going off. So you'll know you get G mode when the door stays open, like this.
And voila, we get it now. And entering this room makes so all the doors are closed, and you can't open a single door in G mode. You need to exit it.
Yeah, I just completely skipped by that gate right there, using G mode. And we are in the back of Meridia. So that is still faster than going up Main Street. Even with all the fails. Main Street is really that bad in this category, if you decide to take that route.
And like you said, there's another way to do HTML4 here, which mess up the graphic and make it very hard to navigate Meritizia. So we take the slower method to get HTML for that, which make it way more consistent for Meritizia. It's just because of that. Of what will happen here? We need to do a crab climb.
Yeah, so crab climbing. This is the one thing that deters most people from this category, from what I hear.
Yeah, at least Ice Boots crab climb is not hard. But X-Ice crab climb, then it's something else. It's different.
So I'm going to move that guy off the screen there. So basically I have a method for doing this, and there are ways to recover if I mess up. So I'm going to ride that crab up the wall. And I'm going to be using these three crabs in order to get to the door to the next room. So there are a few things you need to look out for when doing this. The big thing is stacked crabs. If the crabs ever stack, then it's just over.
Yeah, because the crabs here don't move on global timers; they move on a screen timer. And also, Samrock, if you say I Jambless on Main Street sound terrible, because it is terrible. It's not just sound terrible; it is terrible.
This is great. I don't know what you're talking about.
We're talking about I Jambless Main Street.
Oh, never mind. I Jump This Main Street's awful. That's why I skip it. This room is fun, though. Alright. This here is the most important one. Alright, we are almost there. Alright, we're up the first part. So if I mess up here, it's much easier to recover. It's much harder to recover if you mess up the first part of this crab climb.
Yeah, the first part of the crab climb is the hardest. The second part is still hard, but at least it's not that hard.
Yeah, this is much better. And it's also very recoverable if you make a mistake. Alright, we are through.
And there we go.
I'm really happy that went first try. Even though the Gmo didn't go first try, that one went first try, and I'm really happy about that.
Yeah, that's Gmo that first try is not a big deal, but the crab climb that first try is a very big time loss and a big deal. So that's a very good thing that you get it first try.
Yeah. So I'm going to make a save here for obvious reasons. So if I'm going for PB attempts, I wouldn't save here, but because I'm, again, doing a marathon attempt, I definitely want to take that save. Because you don't want to do that crab climb again. Now we gotta climb the snail to the top here.
It's true to climb with the snail a fast way, but not consistent, we can say. Because you can easily get knocked down, or the slow way Beaks is doing, which is very consistent.
Yeah, I always do this way. So yeah, the way John's talking about is a snail elevator, and I'm like 50-50 with that setup, so I always just go with this. Okay, never mind then.
That's not good.
Yeah, I went for a jump there, and I didn't get the down grab.
And you can't go through the snails. So.
But again, that is much less punishing than messing up the crab climb, because I can just reset the room and go back to the bottom like this. So I'm not too concerned about that. That's not where the big time losses come in. So yeah, my estimate was really high, partially because of Main Street, or Mount Everest right there. There we go, we're up. So you actually have to use one of these snails to get into the door here. I'm just gonna use this mock droid. Hopefully he doesn't grab onto me. Okay, he's grabbed on. He's really grabbed on. Okay, that's okay. I'd rather not lose my reserve here if I can help it. But that might happen. Not a super. If Botwoon is a jerk, I'll lose my reserve.
At least, you will lose your reserve, but you won't get double hit because you will lose because of a projectile.
Oh yeah.
Because yes, Botwoon can be a huge jerk here. So far, Botwoon's behaving, so...
Alright, if he doesn't give me a bad pattern, I should be okay. Yeah, so I'll be okay. I won't drain my reserve. Once he starts moving fast like that, you know you're okay. Because that means he can't spit anymore. So I'm just gonna use my charge shots here. So despite having a health beep, I'm not actually in health bomb because I have a lot in my reserve. So I'll get good drops here. The reason I don't want to drain the reserve is because it's slow, and I'm about to fill up my whole reserve anyway. Or my full E-tank, but when you get an E-tank, it doesn't fill your reserve tank. Okay, nice moonwalk. I'm gonna play this safe here. Can you not? Thanks. I usually miss all these guys, but I decided not to for some reason. Wow, a rare super drop from the Puyo. That's like 2%. And then I get this guy to jump into the sand. And then I shoot him like that. And do a crouch jump into a morph into the tunnel. And this E-tank is so hard to skip. Like, yeah, I know of a way to do it, but it's much slower than just trying to get this E-tank. So, one of the biggest things about this run is sand. Sand is horrible.
Oh yeah, there's nothing worse than sand Super Metroid.
If I get
without like boots, if beeps are in sand and begin to fall a little too much, it's basically GG reset.
Yeah, it's technically not a soft lock, but I'd reset anyway.
It will be way faster.
Yeah, way faster and easier to reset. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. So now I'm gonna use a mock droid elevator. That is not an elevator. I'm just gonna play it safe here. Alright, I don't have the best health right now, actually. So first, my strat for this room is I kill that first guy, freeze this guy over... Okay, I only have one shot at this now. I should be okay, but I have to be really careful. I usually freeze that guy over there in case I mess up this part. I should be fine, though, as long as I don't kill this guy.
Alright,
So you would skip a D-tank if you already had 3.
So far, this is not the worst spot of Colosseum. The first 2 mock right climb are rather easy, and by easy I say it with it's It's not easy, but it's looking for the easiest one.
Alright, so this part is dangerous. Alright, we're across.
Good. Collection is basically the worst room in the game for the obscure 14%. Yes.
Yeah, this is definitely the worst room in the game. In fact, we're not even going to see the worst room in the game, based on how we do this. Spoilers. But we are through, and that's the important thing. So the Dragon fight is really interesting, because you have to count all your shots in order to kill Dragon from the top of the room. I'm just gonna show you rather than describe it too much. So, but my strat here is to pull up new text document.txt and count my shots that way. So I will do that.
Alright, so this fight you don't want to kill Dragon down here. You will need to snipe here at the top. And Dragon has 6,000 health. Each missile deal 100 and each super deal 300 damage. Power bombs deal no damage and a short shot with ice beam deal 90 damage. And since you want to snipe her, you begin the fight with a short shot like Beaks did. So in this fight, it's very important to manage your ammo. So as you can see, Beaks just shoot a missile. So when he destroys Dragon's goo, she will drop a lot of missiles. So you can just shoot missile and then farm. And that was an unfortunate grab there. At least she didn't slap. That's an unfortunate hit. By the way, I'm not counting, so Big's doing all of that hard work. And a very rare super drop, which has a 2% drop chance. That's very fortunate. No. Also, it's very important to get the Dragon on the screen as soon as you can when she is in the goo pattern, so you can activate it as soon as possible, go to the other direction as soon as you can, and then begin to shoot her goo to form either elf or missiles. And thank you, Beaks, for the mouse. I appreciate it greatly. So it seems now Beaks will be forming elf. No, not yet. That L3 on Caius. By the way, Dragon deal 80 points of damage with Varia suit on. So she deals a lot of damage.
Alright, 4 missiles will do it. There we go. So Dragon is at 10 health right now. So I played this fight kind of bad, and I took a ton of damage. Normally, you don't take all that much damage in order to in this fight, but now I need to farm up. So I'm gonna farm up to at least 221 health in this tank. So basically I'm getting up to at least 321 total because I have a 4 reserve.
And Beeps is super lucky and sometimes unlucky because he's getting a lot of super trap. A lot of
Yeah,
super trap.
wow. I've gotten 4 supers
when you
this whole
want
fight.
health, that's either being lucky as fuck or very unlucky.
I mean, considering I don't need supers at all, that's pretty unlucky.
Yeah, that's very true.
So one more big energy, or actually 2 small energies even, is enough health. Please don't be a jerk. All these swoops, and giving a good pattern when I can't use it. Okay, that's all I need. So now I'm gonna start going for RNG. So I have to do 60 inputs in order to get released from the goo. So I'm gonna count.
Come on, Dragon. No, not that many slab.
That was horrible RNG. So you can pause abuse here. I don't like doing pause abuse on the slaps because I'm terrible at that. I'm terrible at reaction time with that, so I'm just gonna go for this. What?
Wow.
What a jerk.
Dragon is really being horrible to you while taking you up right all the way up there. That's why I love pause abuse.
I was too early on that shot. I meant to shoot one more.
I hope you wouldn't want to walk trophy to be safe. And yeah, if you miss the snipe, it can take a long time before you can kill her.
That was too many shots. No, never mind, that was it. So Dragon is now dead. So I'm gonna do something dumb, because here's the thing. Normally when you do an X-ray climb, you're supposed to take off Morph, but to prove a point, I'm not gonna take it off. I never take it off underwater, even during big marathon runs like this. So I'm just not even gonna think about it, and then I'm gonna make it up to the top.
You know, even as a marathon run, I hope you use soft luck.
Wow,
Just to
John.
prove you a point. You can thank me later.
John, if I soft lock, I'm blaming you on this. So this X-ray climb is required to get out.
I will take the blame gladly.
So once I get to the very top, I'm gonna be very careful, and I'm gonna listen for water. Because water will skip my X-ray climb. Alright, there we go. And I can just kind of do one of those. I need to be so careful here from these Metroids, because these Metroids are one-shot. I'm actually gonna play this very safe and farm the Metroids.
Yeah, Metroid deal 40 damage with Bio Suit.
45.
40, oh yes, 45. It's 90 with the power suit, not 80.
So I'm gonna farm one more time. There we go. I don't expect to take any damage here, but, you know, never hurts to be safe. Yeah, I didn't take any damage, but I would rather not die. So
Better
I'm
be
gonna,
safe than sorry.
yeah, gonna go into the health refill, get back to full. It won't refill my reserve, which is unfortunate, but that's okay. And save. I'm gonna reset that. So basically now we have to get past Coliseum, and Reverse Coliseum is worse than Forward Coliseum. You can quote me on that one. But the thing is there's a save right here, so it's really nice. So you don't have to worry about falling in. It's a lot easier to softlock here. That wasn't a softlock, but it's just faster to reset. So you do a lot of spike boots on the way back.
And this part though is doing the spike boost with the morphine all. It's only the advantage of an TSC because in PAL, like in Ice Boots, you can't really do that because PAL baller times will be trash. So the XI is pretty good. You can just jump, morph, and get on the spike. And now the worst of the game is done.
Actually, I was gonna farm these guys. I don't need to, though, because I have a ton... oh, well, I guess I'm farming them anyway. I have a ton of supers. Normally, I farm these guys for supers, but I have lots of supers because of that Dragon fight. Because you need a few supers. You need two for... Upper Norfair, and you also need some to get out of the crab hole in a bit. So I'm gonna take the sand pit down here, and I'm gonna stay on the left edge, so that I can take a little morph tunnel that a lot of people might not even know is there. So I'm going to be careful here, and then take this morph tunnel to the left side.
By the way, you move faster, not morphing in the sand there.
Yeah, that is true. Do I enrage that snail? You can see the power of arm pumping underwater, because arm pumping is really good underwater. So I did a moonwalk earlier, so that snail right there doesn't move. That way I can lay a power bomb here. I hope that didn't kill the snail. I think it killed the snail. I heard it.
The reason why pump is really good underwater is that since you move slowly, each time you pump, you get pushed by 1 pixel. You can see the difference with somebody without pumping, somebody who do pump underwater.
I accidentally killed the snail. I laid a power bomb too far to the right, so I had to reset the room. Omega. So one more snail climb to finish off the Meridius section. And then I can just do one of these. I'm just gonna kill this crab there. And yeah, I need a super for that. And I wall jump up here. It's basically I'm just mashing A. You don't actually have to mash that fast, but if you spam A here, you're able to skip a freeze cycle on the crab down here, which is faster.
And which is fun is that in Super Metroid, compared to might be used to other Metroid games like the GBT Metroid, you can just in the one tight tunnels, you can just all forward and spam jump to be able to wall jump.
The morph tunnel is safer and faster. Actually, going on the left side is slower but safer, but the morph tunnel is also pretty safe. If you do it right. So we are almost out of Meridia. Also, shouts to Main Street. We did not come here at all. So one interesting thing, a little side effect, it should put it one way, is that we never actually came through the tube. So the tube is still here, so it looks like I'm underwater, but I'm actually not. This whole room is air, and you can actually clip through the right side of the tube. And, well, we're never actually going to blow up the tube in this run, so this run does qualify as save the tube %. Shout to that category.
Shout out to Save the 2%. And shout out to your mouse, beeps.
See, I don't notice a mouse on my screen.
I noticed it a lot.
Here's the thing, I've disabled the mouse in OBS, so you wouldn't be able to tell. But yeah, the mouse covers my game feed a lot. Yeah, so I'm actually just screen sharing with John, but he's able to see when I have my mouse on screen. That way he's actually able to get good latency.
Yeah, and to get triggered by your mouse.
You know, I'm throwing it back on screen for you.
No, why? Why?
It doesn't bother anyone on stream, it only bothers you.
Yeah, why? Why the mouse for me on screen? I'm reading internally now. Which is faster, Naruto running or arm pumping? On pumping. On pumping is faster.
Yeah, I gotta get that extra pixel. I'm taking it off for you. No, we never actually break the tube in this run, ever.
Will the planet explode?
That's true. I forgot about the explosion.
Yeah, so the tube will broke.
So I'm gonna fill up my whole super tank here. Unfortunately, I'm getting horrible super drops.
Don't forget, don't take speed booster.
I wasn't planning on it. Alright, there we go. Actually not. I'm going to drain my whole reserve. It was actually a really consistent setup to get the right health. Take 2 hits from these things. And then kill the cack. And now I need to take a ton of damage. Because you know what time it is.
Yeah, it's Gevel time.
We're about, yeah, another G mode. So take off area in the lava. I need to get to less than 25. There we go.
Maybe he's playing on the emulator, on the RetroArch.
Oh, not RetroArch, just emulator. Oh, I did not want to take that health. I'm gonna take damage from this jerk right over here. Come on, hit me again. I want to be less than 25.
I thought you were on RetroArch.
Nah, RetroArch is bad.
Thank you. Thank you for saying that. Thank the creator of RetroArch, to be honest.
All those wall jump checks. Could have CWJ'd off of those. So we get to do G mode again. So remember the trick we used to get into Meridia? Well, I'm gonna do it again. And I missed it. Again.
You will miss it 4 times. You will miss it 3 times. So the 4th time will be the good, like last one.
Ah, man.
Hey, 4 Elfin Reserve, 4 frame, 4th time. All matchup.
Do you want the mouse again? There we go. Second try that time. Okay. Okay, I gotta be really careful because this guy will kill me if I'm not careful. Alright, there we go. Alright, so the camera is correct, and we are in the... We just skipped most of Lower Warfare right there. Oh, okay, that's really bad. The Key Hunter did a really strange pattern. He normally continues to move right a little bit. He went straight to the left, and I had no way to react.
Sometimes key hunters don't always behave. Normally, key hunters are very consistent in their movement because their movement depends on your movement.
Yeah.
Mostly. Sometimes they can do something else very unpredictable, but that's rare.
Yeah. So you gotta do that again. Also, welcome back, John.
Sorry, I was reading an important message, that's why.
That's okay. Yeah, luckily the setup here is much faster. Ah, I'm not getting this jump.
Just freeze the waiver and use it as a platform. You have ice.
This is true. This is very true. I've never thought of that.
Wow. Small brain there.
Yeah. Got the G mode again, though. So these particles that this guy's shooting actually stay on screen, so if I'm not careful, I can get hit by a particle and die.
Yeah. Particles are really there, it's just they don't move in G mode, but they're still there.
You'll actually see when I use X-ray that if you look, you'll see all those particles start flying like this. Okay, nice. The camera is good. So basically, I manipulate the Key Hunter movement to try and just roll past him like that. The guy on the very top of the first attempt, though, was a jerk and just started charging me. So now, this part of the room is also still very dangerous. Everything will one-shot me here. So I'm going to... You're actually able to wall jump a bit safely on this thing here. You're not able to safely wall jump on it on the left side, though.
Yeah, the box of that flame is more to the left. Which is pretty surprising.
Okay, there. That thing nearly hit me.
That thing wanted your blood.
Yeah, I nearly got hit by that particle. So I'm going to play this relatively safe here. I'm going to powerbomb this. I can pseudo-screw these things. The boulders. And that skips half a Lower Warfare, more or less.
And
I'm actually going to go through this door to set up the Key Hunters the way I know how to do it.
also doing it like that, it's easier because the high jump less lava dive and all the fast better and worse from the game, it's really hard to do.
Yeah.
Especially when you have low health.
Why is this not working? It's definitely slower the way I'm doing it now. No, whatever. It's good enough. Okay, that's not good enough. No, I just...
It's good enough. It's good enough.
I nearly got hit by that Key Hunter right there because I was just going to go for my strat. I don't know why that did not work. But we're through. So I'm going to save here.
Yes, check Suman. We did beat Dragon already.
So now it is time for this. I think I'm still in Health Bomb, actually, so that's something to keep in mind. But that doesn't really matter because I have tons of supers. I'm going to do the POW strat here and use a bomb jump to avoid the flame.
Also, shout out to PAL with the power bombs because PAL don't lag and NTC does, so PAL is superior version. Thank you very much.
Well, PAL is... everything else lags in PAL as well. That's the thing. The entire game is a giant lag spike.
No, the game's not a giant lag. NTSC is a giant lag. Everything you do lag in NTSC. Not in PAL. PAL is superior. It was a really nice draft on those that second Metal Pirate. The first was full of health because health bomb. Naturally. The second did drop a lot of super.
Yeah, this is good ammo. For this next section, I'm actually gonna not be wearing my headset. Actually, I think I can just mute my desktop audio on my end, and you'll still be able to hear. But if audio dies, just type something in chat, please. Audio should not die, though. That way, I can actually just focus.
You just shall not die, but you will die. I'm calling it one death at beat Ridley. Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm gonna prove you wrong. I'm not gonna die to Ridley at all. Because I'm actually gonna focus instead of listening to you.
It will be second try, okay? It will be second try.
No, it'll be first try.
It's second try. Trust me. I'm a seer. I can see the future.
Yeah, sure. Well, predict this. Alright, well, I'm going to let you do your thing. I'm gonna kill my audio and mute myself.
So in this case, instead of like in Dragon, since power bombs do not hurt Dragon, power bombs do hurt Ridley, dealing 200 damage per hit. So each power bomb can do double hit for 400 damage each. And since Beeps has 5 power bombs, you get 5 times 4 basically, since you manage to get all double hits. Of course, I'm still trying to curse Beeps. I want him to die. See him die once at least in replay. That's why. Don't want. No, seriously. And I just hope that the Beeps will do well on this fight then. It might be fun in a normal situation, but in the marathon I want first try always. We always want to do in the marathon. So in this fight, Ice Beam deal very little damage. You need to conserve your ammo in a ways. Make sure you don't miss any. You want to use basically your power bombs at the beginning of the fight, because Ridley is very predictable in his movement. Because Ridley's movement also depends on what you are doing. And when he's in rage, he moves so fast it's hard to predict what we will do if you use the power bombs. So you use it at the beginning where it's more easy to read and predict. And then missiles, you could use it before the enrage. You just need basically 1.1 more short shot every time. Super, you want to use them at the end when it's doing the red phase. So this fight without ammo it's like a mothering fight. It's 200 short shot, but because of ammo it's way better. You have less short shot. Basically, once you turn red, if you use all your missile and super there, it's a 23 short shot fight. So you only need to count when it is red, which is very nice. Unlike Mother's fight, where you need to count until she basically gives her ketchup attack, which is 151 shot. So, yeah, this fight is way better about counting. So far, Beavis is doing very well on this fight. So now Rita is dead, we'll begin to see Beeps using his missile and super shot. Rita is not behaving wells. Ooh. That was a weird change of a pogo pattern like that. Normally you see everything going a little high up, so you have time to go under a still by rolling something. Also, you really don't want to fall into the acid here. Yes, without gravity suit, yes, it will drain a lot of health, and you don't move fast, so you stay a lot longer in there. And very nicely done for Beeps for this fight, first try.
Alright, see, John, you're not a seer. I hope you didn't.
Maybe I lied to you, and I said you will win.
I didn't hear what you were saying during the fight, so I hope you didn't say anything too terrible.
I was just talking about how bad you were.
Ah, thanks. Yeah, the beginning of the fight could have been a bit better, but... Actually, no, the beginning of the fight was good. The second half of the fight could have been better. Like, the first 50 shots or so, I didn't take any damage, so I'm actually really happy with that. Yeah, first try Ridley. I'm happy with that. We take those around here. I did get careless at the end because I figured I'd be okay.
And shout out to your mouse beeps.
You know, I'm not gonna take it off.
Why?
Because... What? Because you're... I don't know.
Dude, why? Why do you torture me?
Because... Thank you, everyone. There's one more fight that's really stressful. Well, that one is not the stressful one, in my opinion. Mother Brain's the one that gets me.
Because you got 151 shot.
Yeah, Mother Brain can straight up one-shot you with a bad pattern.
Oh yeah.
Like, even with full health, when you have no gravity, getting hit by all 4 onion rings will just straight up kill you. And getting hit by 3 onion rings will kill you in this category. From 99 health. Or 399, I guess.
Because since you need to survive Rainbow Beam, you basically have 98 energy for the entire fight. You need to forego all the eating in reserve tanks for that fight. You basically only have 9. It's as if you took no energy tank. You have the base 99 energy to deal with. So you have 98 energy you can use as a resource for the entire fight of Mother Brain. If you lose 99 energy or more, you're dead, because Rainbow Beam will kill you.
So I set up that room, actually. I started using a different setup to make it so the Key Hunter does not come down, so you have a free shot to the save. Yeah, I have fought Dre. That was the last boss. I'm gonna actually be showing off an interesting strat in just a bit called Pause Abuse. I'm actually gonna powerbomb that right quick though. So far, my only resets have been the G mode and one in Coliseum.
So, this place where you will see that the pose abuse.
I'm gonna want to turn my reserve off. So I can take 1 hit from the Key Hunters. Except I can actually take over 100 if I do this right. Like this, so I'm at 0 health, I just drain 1 out of reserve. Oh, like that. Okay, never mind, I didn't actually get hit there.
Oh, we didn't hit you?
And I'm gonna use Powerbomb lag strats to get by there. Okay, don't die.
Yes, to see there was a ton of death to create. I think Beeps died 20 times there.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I'm actually gonna drain a bit of the reserve and turn it back on to auto. And of course I get hit there. I always get hit by that guy. I'm happy to drain a bit more of the reserve at that point. So ideally, I won't drain any more of the reserve.
So, by the way, that cack dropping a big health was not because Biggs was an health bomb, because he was full on super missiles.
So it's looking like I'm on pace to get like a 130-ish. Which is actually pretty good for this run, at least for my skill level. Oh, 6, just like the best Sonic game. Okay, rest in peace, that.
I don't know Sonic 6, so I can't.
It's a terrible game.
Oh, as terrible as you?
Worse.
Wow.
If I can hit this block, at least.
That is a very excellent wood tier climb there. 11 out of 10 wood tier.
Also, yeah, the PB there was definitely intentional, like in Three Musketeers. I used that PB for lag. So I'm not going to blow up the tube here because Meridian movement is really bad without high jump, so it's just much faster to go through Red Tower. Normally, if you have gravity, you go through Meridia, but if you don't have gravity, you don't want to go through Meridia because water physics.
Yeah, it's very slow water physics.
I mean, water physics are fun in this game, but they are slow.
I mean, even RBO, which has high jump boots and grapple and all that stuff to navigate fast in Meridia, they don't do suitless Meridia just to go up the Red Tower because that's how slow it is.
Movement has been kind of lacking this time around, but that's okay. I'm going to... Oh, nice health. I'm going to be taking a ship refill. Also, hi, Saf. Nice. Do you like my health?
Shout out to Saffron with that elf.
Yeah.
And before that, we see some dance game.
Yeah. See, I'm gonna take a ship refill because I want to fill up my reserve. It's less for the ammo and more for the reserve because the reserve is hard to fill in Turian. And I absolutely want a full reserve going into Mother Brain.
Rip nice elf already. SMH,
I mean,
dude.
It doesn't matter because I'm gonna be going into the ship.
Yeah, but I wanted to sit up until the ship.
John, you're asking too much. This is why the mouse is on the screen.
Wow! Wow, beeps, wow. Why are you doing that? And in the chat, like we said, Saffron say something instead of dance game. He asked us to continue saying how nice it is, 69. Saffron being very triggered.
It was so worth it.
Oh yes, it was so worth it. Seeing Saffron's reaction to that is so gold.
We love you, Saf.
I can't stop laughing.
So G4 is bomb jump practice.
I call this place the horizontal bomb jump training hall or training room. It's the best room to practice your HBJ.
Well, I can't do bomb jumps in my life right now. That's okay.
Beeps, you now have 2 teeth. I didn't you were Keg W. Wow,
Oh,
Sam.
dang.
Dang, that's harsh, Saffron. Wow. You're hurting your feelings now. My heart's broken.
Oh, nice Kojak.
That was O's enemy aims right there. That's a little better than Wood's here aim.
Okay, that was a terrible room one.
Those are very nice super drop.
You know what? I'm gonna go for it again. Yesterday I did one of these and got 0 supers from these 3 Metroids. Why? Why is this happening? God. Oh, man. Okay, that's fine. So, that's not too terrible. It just means that it wastes a lot of time.
Goddamn, dude, you destroyed a statue.
Ah, man.
Now you need to kill the animals.
I'm not killing the animals.
For me, Beeps. I say the animals for you, my run.
That's not how... John...
Yeah, that all it work. I do something
Oh, face...
for you. You do something
Okay,
for
John,
me.
I'll face right for you, okay? How's that?
Okay.
That's for
Okay,
you.
That's good enough for me. That's good enough for me. Facing the right direction.
Just for you, because you're... And I'll give you the mouse as well.
What? No! Why?
So now I have to go into this room twice.
So he cooked, he needed X3 for, not sure Gemma, but it was to escape Dragon's precious room. The Dragon
Yeah.
room, so as soon as precious room.
G-mode is faster, but it's not required.
Yeah, it's just a nice bonus.
That, by the way, that happened yesterday as well. I superdosed 3 Metroids and got 0 supers. Which is annoying.
Yeah, the minimum ammo you need is 9. So with 9 super, you need to use missiles on all 3 doors, which is really slow. Normally you should use missiles on the first door and the Ghidorah, then refill, then use a super for the last door. But in this situation, you need to use it on all doors.
So yeah, that was just unfortunate RNG, to put it one way. But I'm gonna make a save now. And again, I'm gonna mute my audio for the fight, so please don't say anything too terrible about me, John. Okay, well,
It's time to say something terrible about you.
I'm gonna reset, actually.
That was Wood's here, dude.
Yeah, that was really bad. I'm not gonna mute myself just yet.
XMO will never be run a marathon because the category is super volatile. It's so volatile. It's marathon. It's It's Untitled Marathon.
Also at that
Any
point,
good marathon will refuse X ammo right off the bat, like
yeah.
that.
And also, if you're going to be doing that, you may as well just try going for 13%.
Yeah, I think 13% would be less volatile than X ammo.
Actually, no, I mean, it's literally just X missile, except with, except you're doing the weird Zeb trick.
Yeah.
It's literally the same category, except for that.
Or should do 12%? Use out of mount?
Alright, I'm gonna mute myself. Don't say anything too mean.
Alright, it's time to see the mean things, guys.
I'll keep my mouse on screen, though.
So this fight, you can open it like Beaks will do with 2 ice shield, or 1 ice shield to be very safe. Each ice shield particle deal 90 points of damage. So the same as a short shot. So 2 ice shields, 8 short shot right there. And you need to count 151 shot. Because at the 151 shot, exactly, Mullerbrain will shoot. Be able to shoot her red beam because she will be below 75% of her health. And this fight requires 200 short shots. That's a very long fight. And it's very hard also. Because it's more, the reason why it's hard because it's an endurance fight. It's very tiring on the mind in that fight. You need to be very careful of what you're doing. And Mullerbrain can sometimes do some combo which can really F you up in the fight. So let's just hope that it will be a first try Mullerbrain 5 Beaks. So far Mullerbrain is being nice, but you never know, she can become a real bitch real quickly. And also, onion rings, which is the blue rings she threw, ER your iframes, so you really don't want to get hit by one back. Because often more, if you get hit by one of them, that means you will get combo and get hit by 3 or 4 of them. And each of them deal a lot of damage. He deal, I think, 40 points of damage with Bagetsu. So Beeps can only take 2 onion rings hit. If you take more, he's dead, basically, because the Rainbow Beam will kill him automatically. So there's not a lot to talk about this fight. Yes, it is a long fight and there's not a lot to know. So, also, oh yes, there's something very important about is that the meatball, which is the bomb Mullerbrain land, if you land in the middle of it with various suit, you take 1 point of damage. With Grifty suit, it's 0 damage. And now with the Ketchup Phase, it's the easiest phase of all. Because she will focus on shooting Ketchup, which is the red beam, instead of launching all of her different attack. Most of the time, if you do a different kind of attack, it will be a bomb or a meatball. And as long as there's one attack on her screen, she can throw a ketchup. So when she lands her meatballs, it's kind of a blessing though, because you really know when you need to jump to evade her ketchup beams. Like there, you will see people jump, and she shoot high up. That lets you land more shots before you need to jump.
Nice pattern.
that was the bad pattern she gave. So as you can see, when she do an attack, you want her to throw a meatball instead of throwing ketchup or French fry, because that can throw you off so much for the ketchup attack. While the meatball is so easy to predict when the ketchup will happen. So we're back in this long fight. Sorry if I know very talkative because, like I said, there's not a lot to say about Mother Brain fight. The only thing I can say is that we hope that Mother Brain will give good patterns. So please give good energy to Beats. So now in the Ketchup Phase. This phase is quite easier to deal with, as long as Mother Brain give the good attack patterns, which is our meatballs, if she's not doing ketchup. far, Beavis is doing very well on this fight. And it seems Motherbrain is behaving correctly for the moment. Let's just hope she will continue. And Motherbrain is dead. Nicely done for Beeps. That is an intense fight in the way.
Looks like we're gonna be underestimated. It might be it's gonna be either a high 1.3x or a low 140. So yeah, for those that haven't seen this game before, well, you probably didn't understand the crazy stuff that happened in the run a lot. It's too much, but yeah, you have the baby cutscene now, and that's gonna take quite a while.
And now Beeps can realize correctly. Because the SKs it's pretty easy, there's nothing to worry too much about that.
Yeah. Unless I somehow die to Mother Brain 3. Which I do not expect to happen. So second try Mother Brain's not bad.
No, it's really good for XI's attempt.
Considering how Mother Brain usually is, anyway.
Yeah, and especially for a marathon attempt, that's a really good time. And using the light corner.
No, I'm not. Heck the lag corner.
Man, in PAL you can use the light corner without lagging.
But this is not PAL.
Yeah, but
this is superior hardware.
No, the PAL is superior hardware. It lights you, and Suchless Meritor is easier because you jump higher and all.
Well, that just makes it more boring. Nah, I'm messing. PAL has its own benefits.
Yeah. With Metroid and Guitar Controller really super here.
Also, John,
unless you want to the best time.
Can you send a message in the Metroidvania server that it's almost over? Because I'm way underestimate. Looks like we're gonna be back on track. Maybe. And gonna close out the run with one last moonfall. Right over here. Except I missed it. Looks like it's gonna be a high 139, because I saved animals. Always save the animals. Actually had enough time to use the bathroom with the brain cutscene. I'm gonna have to do that after this run. Yeah, 139.52. That is a really good run for marathon. Not gonna lie.
GG Beeps. That's
Thank you.
Really great time for a marathon. So the the official alert about the run being finished. They're doing all the things, and once the percentage show and increase is finished, they will transition. So yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, so did I put us back on estimate?
I think yes. I think you do have a lot to put us back on the estimate. I think we are now near the estimate for the marathon. Because there have been some technical issues after the other ends run,
Uh,
which put us a lot behind. And the Woodtier run, the Woodtier race, I should say, between Scotty and Shannon Phil, the best race ever. Such a good Woodtier race. A lot of laugh.
yeah, thanks to the
I
GGs,
recommend it a lot. For anybody who didn't see it, I recommend you see it. That's such a good Woodtier race.
So I'm just gonna give these shoutouts right now. So shouts to ED for category and stuff, and also shouts to King of the Hill 47 for he's one of the people that actually got me interested in this category to begin with. So huge shouts to him. You miss you, King.
Yeah, we miss you, King. I hope you will come. You will come back soon.
And yeah, shouts to the people that are running the marathon as well. Safi. Also, shouts to John for commentary. I'm gonna put his link in chat.
And shout out to Beaks for
I guess the
running.
link is not there.
This. Hey, it's not even you.
I guess the link's broken. Yeah, it was a fun run.
That's the new Beaks, by the way. So just follow that.
Yeah, I guess once percent goes up, then we can transition to the other stream. So, I don't know what run is actually coming on real quick. The next run is by Jaxler, and it's Scooby-Doo Night of 100 Frights, by the looks of it. And all monster tokens is a category. So good luck. And I will see everyone later. Thank you all for watching.
Thank you all, everybody. Have a nice one. And see you for the next round.